Imagine you and your friend are drinking together, and you get drunk, and you come to his house, and you hear him keep on shouting. Suddenly, you find him wearing a raincoat and holding an axe. You start to hit him. Hello, everyone. I am Alex Mia. Today, I will talk about short film. The story is a hobby in the DNA of human beings. It's not a kind of mental illness. It's always Ing Ping's favorite. Have you ever seen any movies about mental illness? Today, I'm going to bring you a movie about American mental patients. You can tell by the title that he's got a lot of points. This movie is a waste of details and is not suitable for commentary. So I'm going to give it to my friends who haven't seen it yet. I'm going to give you a quick explanation of the story, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of detail. You can skip to the 13th minute. The second White is a 27-year-old boy from Tianji Wall Street who was born in his Harvard Business School, and his awesome father, the chairman, became the vice president of a day-to-day investment or the boring life of a rich man you can. Take a look at what you were doing when you were 27. White is very careful about his image. Delicate skincare, self-disciplined fitness exercise, and sometimes he goes to the massage room. Don't just look handsome. In fact, the heart is very perverted. The distance shows that. When the night falls, he will have the desire to kill. White is also very boring in his work and social life, unless it is when and who and where to eat a meal and then point out the art of dressing up the fiancé and here planning a wedding. White says he is very busy with his work. He has no time to talk about getting married. This will confuse the fiancé, and you don't like this job. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. See what you just don't quit because I want to fit in. What's the circle? Let's set a goal. This night, White went to the ATM alone to get money. He met a beautiful woman on the way and said hello. The next day, he came to the dry cleaners with a burnt bed sheet. It was almost a hint that he had killed the woman last night. White made a circle. Sun Zhonglong was very confused. He knew that his fiancée had a lover outside, and he wanted a lover. White called his lover the other day and asked him out for dinner. The lover didn't want to go, but White said he wanted to go to the restaurant in the north of Chaoshan because this restaurant is both high-end and popular. White called the north of Chaoshan and booked a seat. By the time they got to the restaurant, the lover was so drunk that he couldn't sit still. This is Dorothea. Yes, dear Courtney. You're going to have the peanut butter soup. Obviously, White couldn't get a seat in the north of Chaoshan, so he changed to another restaurant. This is not the second day of the fairy tale meeting when the husband's fiancé, Jack, came to thank him. Patrick, thanks so much for looking after Courtney. Dorothea, how impressive. How on earth did you get a reservation there? Lucky, I guess from here you can see that Jack's people are very serious about booking a restaurant far above their fiancé and sleeping ghosts. At this point, his colleague Away came back to say hello. Away is a person that Xiaobai envies. He has outstanding work ability and excellent means, but he is not very good at acting. There is no way that Xiaobai and Xiaobai are close in work and have the same taste in clothing, and even the hairstylist is the same. Xiao Lishu and Xiaobai did not mind. Away blind. You love to call what to call, but the next class he cannot bear. I got an 830 residential at Dorothea. Great hot guy to call. In public in the Chaoshan North restaurant set, the seat full of colleagues are completely jealous. The one who messes up with the kids, see the color of me. This is a different font and a different aesthetic, but I didn't expect the face to be in the wrong place. I took out my business card and all the cards were FSR. Then when the colleagues took out Away's business card, they instantly blew it all up. Look at that subtle off-white coloring, the tasteful thickness of it. Oh my God, it even has a watermark. Something wrong? Patrick, you're sweating. Xiaobai was so angry that he went out for a walk in the middle of the night and walked into a remote alley, which was quite similar to the alley where the father-in-law's parents were killed. Xiaobai found a homeless man and told him that he didn't go to work, just waiting for the attitude of the neighborhood. At this age, how can you sleep if you don't go out to work? How can you sleep? Xiaobai not only gave the homeless man some money, but also said that he would help the homeless man find a job. The homeless man thanked him and said good words. Xiaobai loves to kill people and kick dogs together to vent his desire for the heart. On Christmas Day, Xiaobai couldn't hold back the panic in his body. When he was at the Christmas party, he found that Wei had taken his client away and treated him again as Xiaobai. The two of them had a meal in the restaurant, and Xiaobai, who had a fight, poured way too much. And by the way, he brought the topic to himself. And then he heard Wei's real evaluation of himself. Evelyn, great ass goes out with that loser. Patrick, babe, and what a dork, haha, another martini fall. And so he took the homeless man to the end and brought him back to his own home. Look at the newspaper on the floor and the carpet on the couch. Xiaobai quietly put on a rain coat, took out a silver axe, and showed off the music he collected. Oh, I couldn't take my mistake. I can't even get to make this door shut now. You fucking stupid bastard. After the death of the junior, Xiaobai took the key to Away's house. As soon as he entered the door, the fire broke out because Away lives better than him. Xiaobai put down the fire and did the right thing. He packed some of Wei's clothes and took them away, then simulated the sound of his voice, recorded a message on the phone to go to London for a business trip. This can forge Wei's illusion of going to London, but not long after, a green-haired man came looking for Xiaobai. A police officer came looking for Xiaobai. It turned out that it was Wei's girlfriend who found her boyfriend missing and called the police. The officer disguised himself as Xiaobai, but for the police, he was still in the New York Fire Department on the first day, and there was no sound at the next moment. It was too suspicious. He said that he had seen Wei in London, and the police found that he mistook someone else for Wei. The police suspected Xiaobai, but after inquiring, they did not get any useful information, so they left in the same way. After that, the police looked for Xiaobai twice. The second time they came, the police checked Xiaobai's itinerary, and he still did not come back. The third meeting was at the dinner table. The police said that after they checked, they found that on the day Wei disappeared, the secretary recorded him having a meal with Xiaobai, but Xiaobai did not have a certificate. Xiaobai did not understand why he suddenly had one more non certificate. Maybe some big brother mistook someone else again. For this surprise, Xiaobai firmly accepted it. The police let Xiaobai go, and then Xiaobai disappeared. One day, he was chatting with his colleagues at the bar. At this time, Brother Jia walked over and showed everyone his latest customized business card. The hook of the bed poked into Xiaobai's lungs. He always thought that Brother Jia was a fool who was not as good as himself. I didn't expect to be compared with him. So he left Brother Jia behind and went to the bathroom, trying to kill him behind his back. But the development of the matter was far beyond Xiaobai and our expectations. God, Patrick, why here? I've seen you looking at me. I've noticed your hot body. Brother Jia's love for Xiaobai is not out of the blue. In the last Bika session, only Brother Jia flattered Xiaobai. He even planned to touch Xiaobai's clothes. At that time, he saw Xiaobai laughing with Wei's business card. He thought Xiaobai had feelings for men with exquisite business cards. So this time he brought a new business card to seduce Xiaobai. At the Christmas party, Brother Jia was still hiding behind Xiaobai, putting on a cute headdress for her. In short, this unexpected harvest confused Xiaobai. So he took off his gloves and washed his hands. Then he fled in panic. This time he came back from the rain. It didn't affect Xiaobai's hunting career at all. It's hard for people in the upper class to do it. He stabbed at the bottom. Xiaobai unlocked more dark sides in the middle of the night. Soot cracked chicken powder. He took the model home. Then he killed her silently, and he cut off one of her hair as a souvenir. The couple wanted to get married and live a good life. So they had a breakup battle with Xiaobai. Then his head appeared in Xiaobai's refrigerator. The next day, Xiaobai was playing a dessert game. All he thought about was bones and meat. Just when the secretary came in, Xiaobai invited him to dinner and let him decide for himself which restaurant to go. The secretary had a crush on Xiaobai for a long time. I've been thinking about it for a long time. Why don't we go to Xiao Shanbei's restaurant? The words just came out. The secretary regretted it. The boss couldn't decide, so he changed his mind quickly. But Xiaobai said yes. No, I said we were totally booked. 2 at 9? Perfect. See you then. You didn't give a name. They know me. Xiaobai asked the secretary to put on beautiful clothes. At 7 o'clock in the evening, he went to his house to meet her. Then he set off to the restaurant. I heard the 3 of them fighting in the cave. The secretary came home on time. Xiaobai talked to the secretary about life and ideals. He chose the killing tool. But in the moment of action, Xiaobai's fiancée called. But she had a secret crush on him. She finally drove the secretary away. Xiaobai's heart was softened for the last time. Another night, Xiaobai found a street girl on the street. The street girl looked at Xiaobai and said yes, because she had been played by Xiaobai before. When Xiaobai introduced her to me, she used the name of Wei. After the game ended, the girl went to the hospital. So this time she didn't want to take Xiaobai's order, but she couldn't help it. With a sincere attitude, she got on the ship again. This time, Xiaobai took her to Wei's apartment, and she found her female friend. She was going to play the 3-person game again. The street girl thought it was the same as last time. Then she opened her eyes wide. Xiaobai didn't see Xiaobai, but Xiaobai didn't see Xiaobai. Xiaobai didn't see Xiaobai.